look between the hedges. Sanford Stadium in Athens. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honoring the seniors on Senior Day. It's the Vanderbilt Commodores and the Georgia Bulldogs. Chris Davis, David Collins, Jesse Palmer with you here in the booth, and Holly Rowe keeping an eye on all of the storylines down the sideline.
Hey guys, Georgia's head coach told me pregame he loves how his team has come out and dominated in the conference so far this season, but he understands the road gets even harder now. He's talked to his team about getting off to a fast start, that's important to set the tone here today. They want to keep that undefeated streak alive in conference play, but it all begins right now. We'll see if they can do it against a very tough opponent. Guys?
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds.
Entering settings screen, you have 30 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected. Subtitle accessibility option to toggle menu narration. Audio is only available when connected to servers.
Takes this from inside the 5. He stopped right there after a short return, was looking for running room, and the coverage unit wasn't having it. So the Vanderbilt Commodores offense will have the football first. Khalil Watkins, more than 300 yards passing and a couple of touchdowns last time out. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Dickens. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17. And the Commodores in the hurry-up.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry-up, defense has to be ready.
That keeps the running game churning. Pick up a 5 to the 23. They'll need 3 yards here on 3rd down to keep this opening drive alive. Keeps it himself. Now the toss. Turning it on. Drills him with the stiff arm. They finally knock him down. What a great pitch and run on the option. The Commodores come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1. Was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole...
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago. This offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to it early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
And the Commodores trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Catch in the middle. It's Dixon. Able to haul it in, and right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple. Now have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. To the air. It's Wilkins. And here's a fumble way behind the line.
Deep breath, right, man. You fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Commodores decide to punt it away. Showing some serious leg strength on that boomer. Trying to get started. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Good blocking, good running, pickup of 6 out to the 30. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Motion from the wide receiver. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Got it. He was fighting and struggling his way, trying to get that first down. Instead, they'll be faced with 4th. Oh, the fake, the up man looking for room. He's not going to get there, and they'll turn it over on downs. The fake doesn't work. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Looking for room, it's Dickens. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3. And the Commodores moving quickly to the line.
Defense came in this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Rush is on. He's going to run it. At the 20, he's got space. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. Still 2nd down, but now the offense is operating behind the chains. Looking to throw, it's Wilkins. Unloads to the wideout. It's picked off, and that's number 10. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. RPO complete to open the drive. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Wide receiver going in motion. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. Looking to push the pace with the no huddle. Caught behind the line. It's Kane.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. What do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Handoff for Frazier. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. They're getting to the line quickly and staying out there on 4th down. They'll go with Frazier. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The Bulldogs have this offense rolling. On 1st down, Nate Frazier. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
And the Bulldogs come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. Out wide left, it's Kane. He'll get it down to the 31, and that's where he goes out of Setting up the screen. Finds a crease at the 20. Smacks it with the stiff arm. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he's in! Touchdown, Georgia! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard punt. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Nice job by the wide receiver getting open on that slant route against man coverage. He fakes like he's going to the outside. He's able to create some separation, cross his face, and then secures the catch.
Right back to it. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3. The Commodores will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Trying to make one miss. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with the first down. Georgia going up tempo.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen.
Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion. So 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Ground game really important. Let's take a look at how these running backs have fared through one quarter of play. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Georgia sends out the punt team, getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong, only called on twice in the victory last week. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Holly, what update do you have for us?
Here on the Commodores sideline, I can see a lot of conversations happening between the offensive line and the running back. They just haven't been able to get the ground game going. They're talking about he has got to be more patient, and they have got to get more of a push up front. The crowd is making it hard, though. I can tell you it is hard to hear as they try to struggle and communicate. We'll see if they're able to come together against this very hostile crowd. Reese?
Thanks, Holly.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop that football doesn't happen often. You take those lucky things when you can get it.
And he stopped right there. No gain on the play. This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on third down. Looking for a man. It's Wilkins. Look out. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
And anytime you hit the quarterback, man, you make him think, you speed up the processor a little bit, and that's the third on the day. This is a unit, actually, that does a good job of that. They're in the top 25 in the country at getting the quarterback on the ground.
And the Commodores will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Making his first move. Slips through the line. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Sends it back in motion. Drops back on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Frazier. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. And the Dogs come to the line in the hurry-up.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Really helps the play calling when you get 8 on first down. It's 2nd and 2. He wants to throw it. Lucky to get it off.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage.
And into the end zone. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he tacks on the extra point. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's see what Holly Rowe has for us on the sideline.
Guys, checking in from the Vanderbilt sideline, I can tell you this crowd has played a factor early in this game. On the road, in a hostile environment, they have not been able to get going in this game. They have failed to score, not productive on their early drives, and they are talking about how the crowd noise is impacting them. I see them talk to each other, trying to tighten things up with the line of scrimmage. This is a factor. This crowd is making a big difference here so far. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. The offense needed something, just anything, to give them just a little breathing room, and the defense provided it with that penalty. Defense made that job a little easier after the encroachment. It's 1st and 5. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. They've got to cap this off now with a touchdown to cut into their opponent's lead.
Straight ahead, it's Dickens. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. Looking downfield, it's Wilkins. Got out of trouble and throws. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Off-play action on 1st down. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Motion from the wideout. There he goes. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
The Dogs, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Rush right in his face. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
Hey, man, it's fun to watch a defense that really knows how to pressure the quarterback and that have guys that can win up front. That's the 4th sack of the day. We're still in the 1st half, but they got a bunch of guys up front that twist and stunt and move and know how to rush the passer. This offense has got to find a way to get the ball out quicker and protect better up front.
Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down. Georgia lining up to punt it away. And he can't quite get it down or out of bounds. It's into the end zone for a touchback. Vanderbilt's offense out there looking to start a productive drive. They've taken a couple of punches to the jaw, and now they'll try to get this offense going down a couple of touchdowns. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away. Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Quick completion to the right.
Well, if you're going to get 1st downs against this defense, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to make people miss. This is an excellent tackling unit. You saw it on that last play.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Moves the pocket. It's Wilkins. Unloads to the right. It's caught. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Left side is Dickens. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yards.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive happen. The running back does his job, so maybe this sparks a little something in the quarterback's head where he can feel a little bit more confident and bounce back from these early mistakes.
Punt is on its way. Catch is made at the 15. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. They'll move the wide receiver. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
The Bulldogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Throws for the tight end. Soft spot in the middle. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. His offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Timeout called by the Bulldogs. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
Awesome job. Run the... It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Sells the run, looking to pass. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football, and the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Selling the fake. Throws to the wideout. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Defense wants to bring the heat. Ooh. To the air, it's Wilkins. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Touchdown Doors! All that baby in. Stroll into the end zone for the score.
And that's exactly what the offense needed right there. A touchdown here, and I know it's taken a while. They hadn't had a lot of success up until that moment. Late in the second quarter, they finally were able to punch one in the end zone, and that's going to give them some confidence now to take into the locker room here shortly at halftime, but they've got to play much better in the second half.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Fresh set of downs going up top. Got it behind the line. It's Frazier. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the first half. Fresh center downs going to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Frazier. Timeout on the field, and that's the second call by Georgia. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And the Bulldogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking downfield very late in the half. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. It's complete to the left. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. throw on first. Oh, pressure's coming. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left. One more snap coming before halftime. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
Neutral zone on that time.
So the offense accepts the penalty, and they'll get a little farther away from their own end zone. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. What a disappointment. No good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, down the stretch we come on what's been a thrilling college football season. Week 11 filled with storylines. We start with the Oklahoma State Cowboys in their matchup against the number 12 team, the BYU Cougars. And it's Oklahoma State with one of the truly dazzling offensive displays we've witnessed this season. They had a scoring answer every time they needed one and win a fireworks-filled football game. The result today gets them back to 500. It's something they harped on in practice all week, and they will celebrate this one for at least 24 hours. Now back to your game at Sanford Stadium in Athens. It's hardly a secret what this team wants to do. They want to feed the beast, let him run it, and control the line of scrimmage. Ground and pound, and continue to add to this lead in the second half. With that said, let's send it back to the guy. Dooley Field inside Sanford Stadium.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. As we start the second half, what do you have for us, Holly?
Georgia's head coach told me at halftime he talked to his team in the locker room about their energy level. He said this game is close, but everything of our season is on the line. He's trying to get them fired up, getting them on the field, ready to go here to start the third. More energy, more enthusiasm. They've got to have it here late in the season to keep their playoff dreams alive.
Holly, thank you. Frazier again. Crosses the 30. Breaks into the open. Running free. Getting his offense going. Stopped him at the 38 after the huge gain. That is a highly efficient way to move the chains, and now they are threatening inside the 40. Tells to run. Wants to pass. Slings it downfield. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Bringing it back.
Hey, guys, I tell you what, man, they went into half. They were ready to rock and roll. The second half, they put a nice drive together, and then it's just about managing the game, right? Don't take points off the scoreboard. I start to get in an area where I'm in field goal range. I'm getting ready to score a touchdown. Be smart with the football. He gets just a little greedy when the defense makes a play.
Commodores want to pick up the tempo.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there, you've got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up third and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after.
He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. Here's the thing. That's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
They'll start on the ground with Frazier.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Second down, gonna throw it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. On a ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Here's a give to Frazier. And the ball's loose in the backfield. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He's loose down the middle. Touchdown, Commodores. Defense putting points on the board. Now we'll hang on here. The coach is calling timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D.
And what a great job by the QB, man. Seeing the blitz, understanding I got to get the football out of my hands as soon as I possibly can, and he puts it on the numbers to his receiver where he can get those yards after the catch. Great timing, but more importantly, great job seeing what that defense was doing and getting rid of the football.
Driving forward, it's Dickens. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. And the Commodores are in the hurry-up. Dropping back, it's Wilkins. Gets rid of it. Makes the grab on the left. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. The throw. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Smashes it between the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
Here on the Georgia sideline, there is so much energy down here on the sideline. This running back has been on fire. They expected a big performance from him today, and he has delivered, just going over 100 yards already in this game. I expect them to continue to feed him the ball. I'll keep you posted from down here on the sidelines. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. That's the way to start a drive, and now they'll try to follow up on 1st and 10. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. On 1st down, Nate Frazier fights off a defender. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Frazier. Ridden out of bounds at the 45, a big play for this offense. Let's see if the defense comes after them. 3rd and short from the 45. Churns into the pile. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. Georgia going back to work with another first down. Running inside. It's Frazier. Oh, he's got some space. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down.
And man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense, because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. After the holding penalty, 1st and 20 for this offense. Follows his blocks. It's Arrington. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. And the Dogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. 2nd down to the air. Turns it upfield. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one.
When you get man coverage, you definitely like taking advantage of the inside really quickly. Running a nice slant rack real quick, being physical, getting on the inside, quarterback putting it right on the money.
Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Once he got some room, it was over.
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative, exotic ways to try to come from in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again. With that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score of the season.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they cap it off with a 32-yard touchdown pass. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Here comes the Commodores offense onto the field, ready to start the drive. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Hits inside, it's Dickens. Hit and dropped, and he's got nothing on first down. Commodores headed quickly to the line.
That wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
They're all over it. And to get rid of it quickly.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Giving up 3 sacks a week ago. Now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
And the Commodores send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Motion from the wide receiver. They pull him down, but he's got enough. It'll be a first down for this offense. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short. Teams want to make their move in the rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. Wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. From the gun, wants to pass. On the move. He'll pull it down. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Snaps it, and he has to have it. He's got it. 1st down and more. And he's brought down, but he picks up the 1st down, and the gamble pays off. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it.
Breaks a tackle, and he might go. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. The Dogs racing to the line in the hurry up. On the RPO, got it. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. And to Frazier. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. Plows his way ahead. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive, and they've already been successful. You know how hard it is to defend when there's an extra down, and they do it over and over again? So I think this offense will continue to stay aggressive like they were on the last 4th down.
A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. A quick pass to the left. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. Commodores in a good spot here with 2nd and short.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
You've got a 3rd and manageable, backed up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. The 6-yard line. They'll stop play here to tend to the injured Commodore. That is a sophomore offensive lineman down on the play, and we hope he's able to return soon. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Fires to the middle. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Going for it from there, that's just outsmarting yourself. And guess who's going to pay for it? Your defense backed up with a 1st and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. Defense all over him.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
Let's go down to the sideline and Holly roll.
Here on the Commodores sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback. But right now, he's shaking his head like, I've got this, I've got this. We'll see if he really does here to take the field. Guys, back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly.
Man, this defense has been ruthless all game long. Individual effort. They've got guys up front winning their one-on-one matchups, and they have been terrorizing this quarter.
Here comes the heat. And they got it. They're going to go for it, and they're not going to huddle here on 4th down. Got to make the play on 4th. Bought a little time, lets it go. Oh, he